Hello and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games of Windows 10 Mobile again. And today we are having a look at Super Speed Runner, TicTacToe Space and Beaming City Racer. My name is Gerald. As always, I've got a couple of different things with me. As you all know, I'm going to use a Bluetooth mouse in this episode again. I'm going to use the Foldable keyboard, which is this one, a Bluetooth keyboard in this case, again in this episode too. And in this episode there is even one game that is going to be using the Xbox One's wireless controller in a pretty good way, so we are going to play it with that one in this case. You can of course use any kind of gamepad that is compatible with more or less the display dock, which is standing at the side here, or which is going to be compatible by Bluetooth, so connect it by Bluetooth to this one and it should be fine too. If you want to know more about that, have a look at the corner up there. I'm going to put a gamepad review, whatever, that I did a while ago, but it still should be more or less valid. And you will have a couple of different informations about what is going on there and how to use it in this video. And other than that, of course, everything is based around the Xbox wireless controller. No, not really. Everything is based around the Windows 10 mobile smartphone. This one, the Lumia 950 XL in this case, has a Mozo cover at the back, wooden one, and it has a USB-C connector at the bottom, of course. And like that, we can connect it with a cable. In this case, you could do it wirelessly, but we are going to do it with a cable because then we don't have any kind of problems with battery draining and stuff like that. And of course, the connection is just a better one, as always with cables, if you are more or less honest with yourself. And in the end, the USB-C connector is connected with the cable to the display dock, which is standing at the side. And of course, the display dock itself is connected to the TV by HDMI in this case. And like that, we can have this desktop-like experience, which is created by the smartphone through, of course, Continuum, Microsoft Continuum in this case. And like that, we can have this desktop-like experience, can use our mouse and stuff like that on it, and use it more or less like a desktop. It's not the same as a desktop. Windows 10 mobile system is a different one than Windows 10 desktop, just to let you know. But in the end, if you're aware of that, it's a pretty good one, and you should have a look at that and see what is going on there. If you want to know more about all that, please have a look at the corner up there. And other than that, I would say let's start with the first game. The first game is Super Speed Runner in our episode now. So I'm going to go to my all apps list in this case, going to put in Super Speed, and there we go. Super Speed Runner is a pretty simple game, but I like it somehow. And it really is all about getting the best score, of course, so it's a simple one, as I told you before. And what you are going to do here is you are going to play more or less this little, geometric figure, whatever, and you are just jumping over some kind of different, obstacles, let's say that, or better to say, there are going to be gaps in the ground and you just have to jump over them, and it's going to be faster and faster and faster. It's an endless game, but fun to play anyway. And you just have to press one button to play the game. And as you can see, just pressing one button with the mouse or with a finger, in this case both is possible of course, you are going to jump over the gaps. And this is more or less what we want to do here. The game is going to run faster and faster. So at the start it's at this level. Let's do it again. Be aware that there is a little bit of a lag by Bluetooth in this case. So if you're going to play this in a touch device, you don't have to press a little bit earlier. You're getting accustomed to that. But if you're using Bluetooth devices, they have a little bit of a larger gap than, for instance, something that is connected by cable or something. So you might want to play this on your touch display, or you might want to just take that into account if you're using something like we are in this case. So let's do it one more time. As you can see, all the obstacles, or the ground, the part you are running on, I'm not sure how to call it, is going to be created dynamically at the time you are playing it. Oh, so we got 10 in this case, which is a new high score for me. But of course, it's not very hard to do it if you are on it. As you can see, it's going to be faster and faster and faster. So I'm pretty sure you can't just go in and play 100 points or something. That's not going to happen. But anyway, just try that out. I really like the game for its simplicity and how to play it. And as you can see, there are a couple of different other options. For instance, you can buy different colors and stuff like that for this. Yeah, do it if you well like to. And in the end, everything else should be pretty self-explanatory. Explanatory? Yeah, that one. And so just try it out. I think it's fun to have it in your library for really, short time playing or something. And then let's have a look at the second game in this episode. It's going to be TicTacToe Space. It's exactly what you think it would be. It's a tic-tac-toe game in 3D in this case. So let's click on that, it's here. And in the end, it's a little bit long for such a simple game, if you ask me. But if you are aware of that, then everything is fine, so just wait for it. You already can see what the game is more or less looking like. It's a 3D game in space. It's a very simple one, but still it is a 3D game. And what you're going to play here is, of course, tic-tac-toe. And tic-tac-toe is, of course, meant to create 3 in a row, more or less, so diagonal, vertical, and in the horizontal axis here, you can play those. And in the end, if you are clicking, you're going to set your first move there. It's X for you always, I think. And now just try to overcome the computer, because you can play this game against the computer and you can play it against another human, depends on what you are setting up. And yeah, we are winning this. Pretty easy if you know how to. If you don't know, you will have to work a little bit harder. And as you can see, you have 3 different difficulty levels, easy, medium and hard. Don't ask me what the real difference between them is, because to win this game, it's pretty hard against a hard engine, I would say, to win this game, because it's always going to be a remis or that nobody is winning, more or less. But in the end, we won this. And of course, if you want to play it against another human, just get rid of that. And we start, of course, sorry. And if you are going to do that, now you can just press and play the game like this. So every second one is going to be the other player. So you can play against each other, for instance, if you want to, and try to get this. And of course, I will miss against myself. Yeah, so it's hard to do it in another way, if you ask me. Anyway, if you want to try it out, just try it out. It's really a very simple game, but for what it is, it's fine, it's fun to play, and how it should be. Yeah, and I would say that's more or less all about that. So let's have a look at the third entry in our list today, which is going to be Beaming City Racer. Beaming City Racer is a racing game where you shouldn't hit the other cars that are on the street, more or less. You can play it with your keyboard, with touch controls, or with Xbox One wireless controller or any other gamepad if you want to. And so let's have a look how to do that. I'm going to go to the All Apps list first, and I'm going to have a look at Beaming City Racer. There it is already. Going to click on that, and it's a pretty nice game. It has this voxel kind of style to it. So if you want to play voxels, this is a game for you, or if you like that style, then this is a game for you. I'm going to turn around just to be able to play this game in a better way. Made with Unity in this case. And it's a real game, or a real 3D game, as you can see here. And you're going to drive more or less this car and a couple of other ones. Again, if it is not working with the controller at the first time. That's probably, yeah, often the case with these games. You just have to shut your controller down one time, activate it again, wait for it to connect, so the blinking should be ending after a while. There we go. And as you can see, now we can navigate the menu and play the game with it. I'm not sure why that is, but it's the case with many games. So with A, of course, you can go into the settings, for instance, and let's have a look. There is sound and music options, so you can turn them off and on, and louder and less loud, and you can change your color of the car if you want to. Yeah, I never had the feeling to do it at the moment, but whatever. I'm going to leave it with red. I'm fine with that. And then you just hit play, and there are a couple of different options. So difficulty levels, for instance, the episode can be chosen, so you can play in a different, let's say, setting, town or city. Let's start with city. We might try out town too. And now go to start in this case, and we are going to drive along. So, and as you can see, we are driving a car now. It's not in the steppery way, but you really are driving the car. Very well done, Joe. That was the best game you ever played. Okay, let's try it again. As you can see, it's really, you can go wherever you want here. And just drive as long as you can. As you can see, we have a city. Okay, we have a city part in this case, where we are driving along, and as you can see, you can drive into the traffic coming at you, or just drive with your traffic. You can't speed slower or something, so you can't brake. That is more or less what this game is a little bit troublesome with. But in the end, this is more or less what the game is all about. You're driving along, you're trying to avoid other cars, and you try to do that as long as, yeah, human possible, whatever. Try to avoid whatever you see there. As you can see, we have a new high score now, and this is more or less what this game is all about. Okay, Town City, I think it's looking, yeah, pretty nice if you ask me, so it's a pretty good performance too, and still looking pretty nice. If you like this kind of game, just try it out. And now let's have a look at the town setting, just to show you what this is all about. Sorry, I don't have to go to the settings, I have to go to play, change the episode to town, and then play along. I'm going to leave it at easy. As you can see, I'm still struggling with easy. I'm not sure what medium or even more would do to me here. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of a slower car drive, I would say, in the town one. So a little bit easier to go longer ways. And there are of course different cars around here, or vehicles around here. And we got of course different housings and stuff like that. The game principle is the same, but I still like this a little bit more, because the city one is really hard to do. This one can be played by anyone in a pretty nice way. Yeah, still not too easy. In some situations then you would have to go through the other side, try to go around and stuff like that. You know what? Let's have a look at what hard would be. I'm not sure at the moment, but we are going to try that out. So we are going to play hard in this case, with town, because city is unbearable, I'm pretty sure about that. But just to make sure what is affecting that, maybe the speed is a little bit different now. Maybe there is more traffic coming at you. Yeah, could be. Not sure if there's much other things changed here. Maybe there are more cars, but I'm not sure about that. So don't ask me. It's more or less the same if you ask me. Whatever. in the end, just try the game out. I like it pretty much. It's a nice one, and you should really have a look at it if you like this kind of laid-back driving races, whatever you want to call that. And a nice game. Try it out. I think it's worth the download. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for listening, because we are at the end of the episode. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked this game, or one of the games, or of course if you liked the episode as a whole. Other than that, please have a look at the commentary section if you want to say something about the games or whatever. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you didn't till now. And other than that, have a great weekend and bye.